Hi there, it's Lori at Positive Thanks Living. We're doing the day 19 Pick a Pocket. And before I started Junk Journal July, I made more than 30 little pieces of book page that I either chose 3 or 5 pieces of paper to cover their digitals from Happy Stationery. And the neat part about the 5 one, it was 5 similar digitals but torn. It's called, well, Sandra called it like a puzzle, or it could be whack and stack. I don't know, or stack and whack. I don't know. But regardless, I have all these that are made into either journaling cards, they're book pages, and or they could be pockets. So today we're going to pick some pockets. And we're going to use some more digitals. These are from the Herbology set. And we're going to stamp. So to make the pockets cohesive, they'll each have a stamp. I have these from In-Person Crafting. Someone gifted them. They're stamping up. And I'm going to use brown stamps. It's brown ink, the memento. And you know what? I think we're going to have a sip of tea first. Today's tea is vanilla caramel black tea. I'm coming to the end of my unique teapots, in case you were teacups, in case you were wondering. I think I have 1 or more, 2, maybe 3 unique teacups left out of all of them. So I guess I'll find out how many unique teacups I have. But cheers. Okay, I like that one. I like caramel though. I have a sweet tooth. Although the tea itself is not sweet. It's just the flavor of the caramel. And I'm sure that it is a, what can I say, synthetic flavoring. All right, stamp. That worked out okay. How do you make your pockets in your journals cohesive? Or do you even worry about it? Maybe that's not important to you. And if it's not, that's okay. I'm not sure, to be very blunt, whether I would worry about it too much. But, oops, sorry, loud. And I'm going to try and face this a different direction than that one. Do you stamp on fabric ever? This fabric here was fabric that was a tablecloth, and it was in my mother's balcony sunroom in her condo, and the sun had shone on it for so many years that the fabric itself is slightly compromised. So ripping it up, tearing it is just, you almost look at it and it tears. But it gives me a smile because my mother, she moved into what was her mother's apartment, condo, and that cloth was on the same table there before her moving in. So it's memories both of my grandparents and my mother. And that feels nice. And you know, sometimes you can't reuse items from your family history. In this case, I'm able to. And I might not be able to in others, but. And maybe you don't have family historical fabrics or papers or anything like that. Guess what? our stores are filled with other families' memories. And if you put it in your journal, you can honor their life. All right, I'm going to put this aside to the very end because this is what's going to make the tiered pocket that I'm going to make into something that's cohesive. So these are some more of those cards, but I used them in the video about paper clips. I'll link below, and I'm just going to put them aside for now. In the meantime, we are literally going to pick a pocket that's going to go in the huge double accordion book journal. I've discovered because it has a fabric spine, I can fold it in half this way. So the covers are back to back. Fun. Can't do that with a regular book often without breaking it. Let's pick some pockets. Pick out some pockets. Yeah. So we have the 3s. Yep. And the 5s. 3, 5. And you can see that I've outlined them with the Distress ink. I think it's Vintage Photo. And some are torn, some are cut, or more straight than other times. I think I did tear them all. I like tearing things. Oh, that's 5. That's 5. That's 5. This is 3. Cut. This, what is this? This was 3, and I think I just put bits and pieces on it. 5. 5. Here's one that started as a pocket. I did a little divot, and I'll show you very shortly how I did the divot, because it's not a regular, like a circle punch or anything. I think I should choose, oh look, someone's smiling. I wouldn't want to cover her up. Okay, I think I'm going to choose to make a stack of 3 pockets. So I'm going to have 2 of the 5, and I'm going to have 1 of the 3 in the middle. There, I like this one. All right, still have a lot of pockets or cards to work on. I'm sorry, I think I knocked 2. And then I have these labels. They're going to make a secondary pocket on each of the pockets. But the first step is going to be finding a page where I can put a pocket. Let's just tuck this one in. See, this is a pocket. Relaxed. That was from the very first day. We have this. We have this. This is where I tucked that signature in. I made a big fabric and lace pocket on there. Here's some more of my shall I put it on here? I think I will. Yeah. Okay, we'll reposition this. And that was one of the things that I realized about paper clips. Repositioning is a big part of having a paper clip, choosing to use a paper clip. All right. We're going to do all right. Oh, this is so large. I think we'll wait to the end and tell you about how I feel about how large this journal is. This is definitely one of the largest that I've ever made. This double accordion journal. Top, bottom to keep her smile, and middle. I mean, I like the concept of a really large journal because of being able to fit so much on a page. That's delightful. Now let's choose the secondary pocket on each one. I like rosemary. Maybe that's her name. I like lavender and mint. Huh? Imagine. All right, these are secondary pockets. Parsley, basil, sage. Nope, mint it is. Looks like those flowers are going upside down. Let's do it this way. Okay. There we are. And then the plan is, oh, I gotta do something about my teeth. The plan is to put this or this at the side to tie it all together. I think I'll use this one. We have enough space to use this one. You can see how it's all crinkled. I might even leave it crinkled. Or do you think I should use this? I need to maybe stamp a few more in the middle, because it's a really long stretch of, this was sheet material that I tore apart. Yeah. Here's the concept. We've got 3 and then 6. I like her. I hope you can see her. She's smiling so delightfully. Secondary. Let us work on. I'm going to use my. Sorry, I'm looking for the distress ink. Wow, is my desk messy? It is getting more and more filled. The more days I go in a row, I clean up I clean up a little bit at the end of every day or the beginning of the next, or both, but not as much as I probably should. And the teacup usually stays on the desk until the next day, when it's like, oh, gotta make another cup of tea. Gotta find another teacup. I think I'm almost at the end of my unique teacups. The good part is I will know how many unique teacups I have. I don't think I've ever counted them before. So we have 3 of these. And we have 3 of these. This one is already done. Now let's put a divot here. One of the tools that I bought was this envelope maker. Well, the envelope maker has 2 punches, one on this side and one on this side. I'm determined to use whatever I have regularly, meaning use what I have in my room. So when I thought about needing a divot one, I'm making it look awkward. It's not as difficult as it looks. It's because I have short arms and a wide table. Okay, I got to put it closer to me. Pardon me. When you hear the cluck, that's me punching the hole. There, I did it. Sorry for the sound. Need leverage for that. Let's put a little bit of ink on these. Then we're going to position them. No, we're not. We're going to put the secondary pocket on first. I'm going to use Art Glitter glue Mint was at the top, I think. And holding the part that I do not want to put ink on. Oops. And position it carefully, or as carefully as I can. One, then lavender. Now these digitals are all from Happy Stationery, Sandra. The links are below in the description to her Ko-fi site. And she is generously providing in July a coupon code, a code to get a percentage off of her digitals. And the prompt digitals, which include a number of beautiful little fussy cuts, are free. In addition, she has many freebies available. And I encourage you to take advantage of the opportunity to have some of those, because they're I'm finding them very useful. I think you will too. All right, we have now 2, 4, and 6 pockets. So 1, 2, you'll see. I'll have to find tags to put in them. Now, you know what I'm going to do? No, I can use this line as my line to line up with to make sure they go on straight. Fabri-Tac. My Fabri-Tac, the label. Yeah, the label was a problem because I should have been holding this. You can see I used this one as a option when I was making the 10 reasons to use paper clips. Here we are, mint top. Is it straight? Making things straight is not one of my skills, or at least skills that I use, that I make, that I use often, or that I can use often. And you'd think with the amount of junk journaling over the last 6 years, I mean, there's more than 300 videos. And I do a lot more junk journaling than just what's on the videos. You'd think after that many, I would be able to do things straight. I can't. So never feel badly if things don't go down on the page straight. Just accept it as personality as opposed to perfection. I want to thank you for joining me today on the video, watching what I'm making. I hope and pray that you also get delight and enjoyment out of making things. It's a wonderful way to slow down, to relax, to exercise your analog skills, meaning not digital, and to have something to enjoy afterward. Fabri-Tac catches quickly. No, I'm sorry. Fabri-Tac takes a while to dry. Sorry, I was thinking about the glue as opposed to the words I was saying. Fabri-Tac takes a while to dry, to catch. But the other one that I use, which is Art Glitter Glue, there is no glitter in that glue. It's just the name of the company. It grabs almost immediately. I'm looking for something. Don't laugh. Yeah, I have a fork in my art room, in my junk journal, on my trolley. Ask me why I have a fork. I have this set of cutlery again. My grandmother's. I think it's from Germany. It's very old. It is incredibly sharp. I don't know how people used it. Why they used it. Definitely stab something with it. But we don't use it as cutlery because it's too old, and I think this is wood. But I've used it in many different ways in my craft room. So there you go. Got an old fork, put it in your craft room. Pick a pocket. Where should we put it? I think we'll put it at the bottom. How's that? Let's do that. And this is, I think I said day 19, didn't I? For Junk Journal July. UK. You don't have to be in the UK to follow. I'm not. Okay. So if this is too wide. One moment. Look, please. I can't find one. I wanted to find a more narrow tag. I'll have to make some. So there's a pocket. Here's a pocket. Here's a pocket. So we have 6 pockets. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 3 here. Find a tag, Lori. I have an ATC someone gave me. Inspire others. I like this. I have them sitting, yes, sitting right here beside me on my desk. Coming more coming. Oh, this is something different. And that's not going to fit, it's too wide, pretty sure. Here's one. Always be nice. Yes, please. Let's leave these in here. ATC, meaning Artist Trading Card. This is from Karen. This is from, oh, I think there's 2 of them. No. She layered. Look how it's layered. This one is from Karen also. Let me see if I can find another one from Karen. This one is a playing card that I intend to make into an ATC. Here's a 3rd one from Karen. Hearts. They can go in there, and then behind them, other things can go. But in the meantime, pick a pocket, put it on, enjoy. And that concludes day 19. Pick a pocket. Thanks for joining me. Happy to have you here. Cheers.